Hello and welcome back to my garage. It's the Delta Disciple here. I never really talked about that. I've been trying to come up with a name for a potential, a brand for my content. I make TikToks and post on Instagram and stuff, but nothing's ever stuck when it comes to usernames or brands or whatever. And I thought about starting a podcast, and it came to me that I live in the Delta, which is the floodplain of the Mississippi River. They call that the Delta, but Northeast Louisiana. And it occurred to me that I am a disciple. Number one, a disciple of Christ, but a disciple of many, many things. And I think everybody is discipling themselves to something. I'm not sure. I think there's a million different things you can disciple yourself to. And whether you know it or not, you're discipling yourself to something. And I don't know. I've been playing with the idea, and who knows, maybe I'll change it again before it's all said and done. But right now I'm the Delta Disciple. If you're joining me, I would include you. We are the Delta Disciples. And today I am a disciple of the good book, Holy Bible, tobacco, and Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Very good for this time of year. It's cool outside. We've been having fires in the fireplace. The weather's just been incredible. Now, we've had some rainy days this weekend and today, but it's brought in a cool front, and it feels like fall. It really does. So, anyway, we're gonna get into a new tobacco this evening. I picked a random number to decide which one, because I was having trouble deciding, and we got Dreams of Kadath. So, excuse me, I got the burps. Dreams of Kadath. Your journey to Kadath will not be an easy one. Before you descend the steps into the dreamlands, prepare yourself with this fragrant blend of Darkfire Kentucky, Catarini, Perique, Virginia, Burley, and Black Cavendish. Sounds good. Let's pop the top. Pop the top again. Y'all know that song? I think I'll have grape. It's got like a strong wine note to it, but like a sour wine. I don't know, pretty good. It's got a little bit of age, and by a little bit, I mean not a whole lot, but since February, so 8 months. It's got a little bit of that shoe polish in there. Fermented, like a fermented fruit kind of note to it. Pretty interesting. I think this is about to be a cake. Is it cake? I think it is cake. Woo! It's stout when you really get up in there. This is not, this is normally, I think, what you see when you get a cake. Pressed cake, they call it. The warped is what they call crumble cake, so it falls apart really easily. But this is what you call compressed cake, which means I need to break out the old knife. Imperial with the yellow ivory looking handle. In case you were curious, this is kind of my, what do they call it? EDC. It's my everyday carry knife. All right. Let's see. What's the best side? Let's cut this way and see how it goes. Dang, let me tell you, that is dense. How if I don't cut through the lid? All right, put that cake back in the, that's gonna wind up being too much, but it's okay. I cut me a slice off. Also, a light went out of my garage. That's why it's darker behind me than it normally is. If you see any kind of ghost behind me, let me know. It could be the ghost of Mr. Tiwi. He was the man who built the house we live in back in the 60s. Mr. Tiwi and Miss, not Mr. Tiwi. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Tiwi and Miss Mary Bishop built the house that we lived in previously to this house. Mr. John Goosey Nelson. They called him Goosey. I don't think that was his middle name. Mr. John and Elsie Nelson. They built this house back in the 60s. It's a very like MCM, mid-century modern style house. Pretty interesting. I tell you, I think I should have shaved this. I should have cut this flake a little bit thinner. It's gonna be or maybe I should have cut it from a different side. I don't know. These are some pretty big chunks of tobacco. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dump it in the hand and give it the old rub out. The old rub out treatment. It's pretty damp. Could probably use some drying time. I'm not gonna give it much, obviously. I may go get a different pipe than what I have been smoking. You know, I've been smoking in this Yeti pipe. Seems like I read a review that this can taint the scent, taint the flavor of your pipe. So I'm probably going to swap it out for a different one. But give me 1 second. Okay. I brought a couple backups in case we need them. We may not, but I brought them just in case. Just in case. Oh man. I've been needing to open this box since we moved. Just now getting around to it. Okay. We'll use that pipe. I don't mind. There is a term for when the flavor of a tobacco is left behind in a pipe. It's called ghosting, which is kind of fitting, maybe for this tobacco. I'm gonna smoke it. This was bought this at Briar Works in Columbia, Tennessee. What they do for this is an apprentice pipe. And what they do is when someone is training to be a pipe maker for them, they make practice pipes, basically, with less quality briar. And anyway, they sell them for cheap, $50. And I got this little guy, super light, really easy to clench, and smokes really great. Easy little truck pipe. So let's back her up and give her a go. See how she do. I had another pipe I was gonna use, but it's a really odd shape. I'm not really convinced. It's a cob, and I bought it. It was a limited edition kind of cob pipe that Cornell and Deal was doing. I'll show it to you. This is what it looks like. They called it like the Coachman or the Stagecoach because it's got this like windbreak piece right there, but the one time I tried to smoke it, it didn't do real good, so I don't know. I'll leave it for another time. This is seeming to be an aromatic, but I don't really know. I was thinking it may need some age to kind of develop a little bit and cut some of the strong, sour, fermented grape smell. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm also worried I cut these flakes too big, so I hope that doesn't impact my smoke. Even tastes like grape. I'm a bit scared that I'm not gonna like this. I don't want to judge it too soon. I'm pretty sure I read a review and it was a little scathing, so I hope that didn't turn me off to it too bad, but here we go. Well, I can tell you it doesn't really want to lie. let me tell you, so far I'm not insulted. Let me pack it down. I'm also curious to see what the room note on this is like, what it makes the garage smell like. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's actually kind of good. Middle of the road. I think with a glass of wine, it may help bring out the notes. It definitely needs some drying time. I didn't give it near about enough. I would probably give it 10 minutes worth of drying time. Set it aside if you were going to smoke this. Let it air out after you've cut it. You know those jugs that they give to kids? They're like fruit drinks. I don't know, I'm kind of getting that kind of flavor. Man, it is not wanting to burn either. Okay. Other than it not wanting to burn, quite enjoy it, honestly. I fear I'm getting like one leaf at a time because I cut it so thick. That was a good flavor note I just got. I don't know that I can put a name to it. Some days my brain is really helpful with coming up with what flavors I'm getting. Not getting a whole lot of help today. But I'm tired. Me and my wife spent our day in Jackson. Me and my wife spent our day in Jackson and had a baby doctor appointment. We are 30, she is 39 weeks pregnant yesterday. 39 and 1, they say, today. So we are what they call in the red zone. On the 10-yard line. We are very close. And it is, yeah, we're really close, really excited, ready to see our little boy. We're gonna have him in Jackson. And so we're actually going to get an Airbnb, and later this week on Thursday, and go stay the rest of the week and start walking and do something called the mile circuit and see if we can't encourage little boy to come out and meet us. So if you will, say a prayer for us. Anyway, yeah, so all day in Jackson has definitely tuckered me out. Okay, we'll set that down for a second. I mean, I like it, no notes. I would say, I don't know, 7 out of 10. Kind of middle of the road. If you like grape or grape flavored things, wine, kind of that fermenty flavor, I would say give it a shot. It's kind of got a nice like juiciness. If you're looking for a cake tobacco to give a shot, it's a good one. Graham crackers? I mean, that's not a good way to, I don't know, you don't really base your tobacco flavor off of what the bowl smells like, but that smells like graham crackers to me. Raisins, maybe? There's definitely like a cinnamon smell to that right there. So it's got a good room note. You know, if you're looking for a cake, if you like something, an aromatic, if you're looking for something that's grape flavored, wine-ish, cinnamon, mulled wine, yeah, like a mulled wine type of essence to it. Kind of hard to put your finger on, but you know there's a lot of different herbs and spices in with the mulled wine. That's how I would describe that. Very good. Give it a shot. I forgot to mention, but this week we are in Genesis 4, I believe. Genesis 4. Cain and Abel. The story of Cain and Abel. If you haven't read the story of Cain and Abel in a while, go check it out. It's a good one. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, it's a good one to go read. It's man, you forget how much of like what you think is in the story isn't really in the story. A lot is left open-ended. That's what I would describe my last reading. I'm about to read it again, but I'm not getting into politics, but after a recent tragic event in our news, let's just say that, because I don't want to be political or whatever, but there was a tragic event in the news, and it made me go, why do people kill each other? What causes somebody to want to take the life of another person? And there are a lot of things. I mean, listen, let's be honest. Like, you know, there are crimes of passion and, you know, certain situations I can imagine myself in. But I'm just saying, hate for another person enough to take their life. It just made me go, what? Where does that come from? What is that in a human? And I went back and read the story because I said, well, let's go back to the very first murder. You know, let's go back to the origin story of hatred and enmity between man. And I didn't find what I was looking for, but I definitely found something to chew on. And I've been chewing on it for a while, and I'm excited to talk about it in Bible study tomorrow. So, anyway, wherever you are, hope you're doing well. If you're so inclined, light up a pipe, pour yourself a Sam Adams Oktoberfest, crack your Bible open, and maybe someday out there, I don't know why, I just like tried to create a tagline for ending this. Didn't need all that. We'll see ya.